The Lord be with you. Good morning and welcome to worship on the back end of a holiday week. Most folks kind of saw the whole week as a holiday, and we're thankful for that, but we're glad you're here. So thank you for being with us as we worship both in our sanctuary and for those who are with us at home. And the 20 or so folks that watch us sometime after Sunday when their schedule allows them to see the video replay of our time together. Isn't it amazing how worship has changed in the last couple of years? We're glad you're here, and thank you for being with us. Every time we gather in this space, we have a printed worship guide, and you may or may not notice that at the top of that page is a heading called Preparing for Worship. We always try to include a thought that we think helps you prepare for what worship is intended to offer to you. We rarely call attention to those words, but today I want to call attention to those words as we prepare for worship. To those who feel the need of light, to those who find doubts and fears in their hearts, to those who need courage for the daily tasks, to those who feel lonely and friendless, to those who wish to give service, to all who want rest, peace, and fellowship, the church invites you to the fellowship of Jesus. And I want to probably make an assumption that in one of those words, one of those phrases, you found yourself. You connected with something that we read as we prepared. So welcome to worship as we gather here together. Last week, we introduced a summer worship series called Bumper Sticker Theology. And we made the comment that bumper stickers were the original tweets, a short, catchy phrase meant to get your attention and meant to make a point. While some of our bumper sticker theology sayings may have an element of truth, often the things we know about the Bible can hurt us. The things we think we know, we think we're quoting a verse, but we're not really doing so. And that's especially true for some of the sayings that we find on our bumper theology stickers. As we consider those, last week we thought about everything happens for a reason. We had an engaging conversation in the fellowship hall. And some of us left thinking a little bit differently than we were thinking when we began, and that's our intent this summer as we worship together. Some of the sayings can even be destructive to our faith, or to the faith of someone we're talking to, or someone we've said that phrase to, or someone they've heard it from. Today our focus is on the saying, God helps those who help themselves. Do you agree with that statement? Why or why not? Is that statement biblical in part or in whole? Today we're going to look at some of the misconceptions around that thought in the larger Christian community. Look at some ways to reframe this saying to give us insight into how to understand these words in ways that might impact our lives. We're glad you're here. Welcome to worship. All our hopes and fears he knows. In his hands he gently bears us. Those are words of promise, words of hope, words of encouragement. In light of those words we've just sung together, may the peace of Christ be with you. Please share the peace of Christ with those nearby.
Good morning. I raise my eyes toward the mountains. Where will my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. God won't let your foot slip. Your protector won't fall asleep on the job. No, Israel's protector never sleeps or rests. The Lord is your protector. The Lord is your shade right beside you. The sun won't strike you during the day, neither will the moon at night. The Lord will protect you from all evil. God will protect your very life. The Lord will protect you on your journeys, whether going or coming, from now until forever from now. You are saved by God's grace because of your faith. This salvation is God's gift. It's not something you possessed. It's not something you did that you can be proud of. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
We seek a mighty nation where no one lives in fear, where strength is found in mercy and kindness is revered. We seek a gentle nation where no one is alone, and those in need of shelter are gladly welcomed home. We seek a kindred nation where each is free to seek a shining nation, a beacon to the world of grateful, humble freedom, of justice freely served. We seek to leave a nation to children yet to be, whose greatest attribution is centuries of peace. Amen.
Would you join me as I voice our morning prayer? Gracious and loving God, this week we have been reminded of the freedoms we have as a nation. There have been gatherings of all kinds with the intent to give thanks for the blessings of liberty and to remember those who have strived for a more just and equitable society. Knowing that you are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending, we ask for your wisdom to properly order all things else according to who you are as our Creator. So we do give you thanks for the many blessings we enjoy